So this week I'm going to talk about my group's case study that we're doing. So our topic is gender equality in India, and I actually found an article during the week while doing some research for that, and thought it was quite interesting, so I'm going to talk about that. So from doing the case study, it's quite easy to see that women in India are treated pretty poorly. There's 37 million more men in India than there is women, due to things such as being aborted because they're girls, being murdered by their partners later in life, lots of horrible things. So India has a very male-dominated society, and women are seen as secondary, not really important, which in contrast to this article, sort of two different worlds away. The article was called "Meet the Men in PR, It is a Different World for Us." So it's about this guy. He sort of gave his view. He's been in the PR industry for over 15 years, and how he found it quite a different culture to, what you would expect in some industries such as IT and stuff like that. There's not a lot of women. He said stuff like there would be like a girls' night and he would be excluded from that, or they'd be talking about something in the office and he couldn't relate to it. So he said it was like a completely different culture, and it was such a shift from different workplaces or different even societies such as India, compared to here in Australia. The article said that there was 62% of the PR industry is made up of women, on the basis that the perception is generally better. Women are better at building relationships, communicating, that sort of thing. And then I thought about at my PR class, cross-cultural class, and I think there's 3 boys in the class compared to I think there's about 15, 16 girls. And so I could see then from their point of view, is female dominated, which in compared to what I was researching for my case study is the complete opposite. So while they're very different things, inequality in India and more women in the PR industry, at the same time they share the same thing, but there's sort of that imbalance of sexes. So this relates to anything really. I think the more diversity you have, the more experiences you're going to have, and you're going to have a better outcome because people are going to have different ideas, So yeah, I just found that really interesting when researching for the case study, and I came across that article. I sort of thought, the two worlds away, but at the same time, they kind of share that same idea.